What's going on, guys? So I'm gonna do my best to keep this kind of short. I don't want to get too long-winded here, but I thought I'd make a video about the Switch too. I gotta be honest, I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct, whatever the fuck. So I'm going off secondhand information. Sorry in advance for anything I get wrong, but I'm a busy man and don't really have time to watch these presentations anymore. Frankly, they haven't been good since, I don't know, when E3 was still a thing, but towards the end, E3 got pretty bad too. So, also, note that I'm pacing around in the forest. Very important. Let's begin. I'm not paying for a subscription service for Kirby's Air Ride and other GameCube games. Frankly, the majority of them ain't worth it. And, I don't know, guys. About the only net positive we can take away from the Switch 2 reveal is that apparently it's powerful. It's got 4K capabilities, and I think I read somewhere it was capable of 60 frames per second, and the original Switch isn't, so that's good. But I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm kind of doubtful. If the GameCube is like the grand reveal and Mario Kart, then I mean, is the Switch 2 even gonna take advantage of its possible powerful hardware? I think a lot of these GameCube games could do with a legitimate remake, like Eternal Darkness, Twilight Princess. Give those games the Silent Hill 2 treatment, you know? I just think that would be a better thing than the subscription service. A lot of people trying to justify these the game price increase. I'm not paying $80 for a game. I'm really just not, guys. And yeah, it's really depressing that a lot of people, something that I'm seeing a lot, it used to not come up in conversation as much online, but something that we see a lot of these days, especially now, to kind of justify these price increases, is you know, I remember paying $60 for Mario on 64. I remember paying $60 for this, that, and the third back in the day. Ooh. Whoa. I really just feel like we're kind of lying ourselves when we say that. At least in my case, I would be if I said that. Because truth be told, in the grand majority of my cartridge collection for the Nintendo 64, I would wager that the majority of those games were purchased through other means than new in a store. You know, back when you could do that sort of thing. Back when used games were a thing. Because they barely are anymore, and they're fixing to not be at all. Pawn shops, cousin and sibling hand-me-downs, schoolmate trades, yard and garage sales, rental store stock liquidation, and other occasional nice finds all made games more readily available than they are now. And even if rental stores were still around and weren't virtually non-existent the way they basically are anymore, I don't know that rental stores could compete with the way this world is ditching physical media. I know that YouTube is ripe with videos about, oh no, physical media's gone, so I don't want to stay on that point too long, but it really can't be denied, and it is a shame. Throw in the way modern game stores really just aren't as good as they used to be, the way they're kind of moving in the way the industry itself, the direction the industry itself is moving. It's just a bad scene. And a lot of people are going along with it. You know, I'm convinced, honestly, that Nintendo has probably the most loyal fan base ever. They're basically brainwashed at this point. They'll buy anything multiple times as long as it has Mario or Zelda on it. In before you added those price stickers for the video. Yeah, nah, they're legit. These games were purchased from a pawn shop many moons ago. I'm talking childhood, people. In conclusion, Nintendo are anti-consumer. And I think that fans of Nintendo, like myself, I'm a fan. I love Nintendo IPs. My original channel name was named after one. So, I mean, I'm a big Nintendo fan, but guys, come on. We gotta draw our lines in the sand somewhere. We gotta vote with our wallets, as they say. And, I supported a Nintendo boycott at this point, you know? I mean, if that's what it's gonna take for them to kind of get it together in their head that games were originally developed for the passion. When you do something for a passion, you do it for the love of it. You know, you don't do it for the greed. You don't do it for the greenbacks. You don't do it for our financial leaders. You know, I'm starting to wonder what kind of tax breaks Nintendo are getting. A lot of people have forgotten the Nintendo founder worked with the Yakuza when a lot of businesses didn't. And I think somewhere along the way, maybe those guys joined the company instead of just fund it, you know? Somewhere along the way, those gangster guys definitely got positions of power beyond mere war chest expenditures. And we need to remember that. And remember that if you can't beat them, join them. Or at least don't be afraid to play by their own rules. You know, this is a company that takes ROM website runners to court, fan hack makers. These defendants are people who they show more interest and passion in retro game preservation and the modern gaming industry, in my opinion, than Nintendo does. We don't need to buy the Switch 2. We don't need to buy any games for it. It's not worth it. We're basically supporting our own downfall at this point. The DRM on the cartridges is a joke. I haven't even got into that. They're trying to make it to where you can't even... You buy your cartridge one time, you better hope nothing happens to your fucking console, because you're probably not going to be able to use it on another one. And to all the people that I've upset in the comments in advance, I just don't care, guys. It's not that fucking serious. Nintendo are a joke. They've really fallen from grace. And that's about all I have to say about them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had as much fun with it as I did making it. Peace out.